Alright, I ran out of room on my SD card, so I had to go offload the video and format it. So we're formatted now. Also took the chance to take off the dust boot over here and then put on the 1/32 bit. So what I'm trying to make actually are some Bethlehem Star ornaments. I'm going to pick you guys up and bring you closer and show you what I'm doing here. So if you look over here, I have the Bethlehem Stars. They say, you know, Merry Christmas and all that other stuff. Let me zoom in so you can see it here. Alright, and then next to it you'll see that there's the 3D view of what it's going to look like with it cut. Alright, the fan that you hear in the background is the controller for the X-Carve. When I turn on the dust collector, I'll get much louder, and then I'll get the machine up and running. So I'm going to move the monitor out of the way. I'm going to back you guys up so you can see what's going on here, and we'll go ahead and cut in here. Alright. So right there's the piece we're going to cut out of, and then the machine will start from here. So I'm going to actually push this to the side. So over here on the screen, I'm going to tell it to start carving. The first thing it's going to do is that it's going to ask me if it's homed, and I did. The next thing, actually, let me cancel this. I have to set the depth of the material correctly. It's 3/32, and they want it in decimal points. So give me a second while I do some math. 0.93. Alright, so there's that. I'm going to go back up and click carve. That's going to take me over this. They want me to make sure, I already know. Maple hardwood, it's not maple hardwood, it's actually birch plywood. I can then use these to sequence it if I want, but I'm not. I'm going to confirm the thickness. I'm going to say I clamped it. I'm going to say it's the 32-bit, and I'm going to use the probe for the first time. I haven't used the probe yet, so I'm going to film that and how that works out. So I'm going to switch back over here to the the carver. Alright, so first things first, we're going to move the gantry over to the material. This is the probe right here that you see. This goes on top of the wood. This clamps onto the collet. So let me move it over first. Then I'm going to bring it down, because if you notice I actually punched through the material. Hopefully I didn't screw up the milling bit. So that's actually the dead center for it. So if you notice, I need to actually come to the corner. So what I'm going to do is come up and then come and find that corner there. Alright, that's that corner, but they're going to want me to come out to the material a little bit more. So I'm going to come and I'm going to come up quite a bit. Alright, I've never done this, so let's hope I don't break anything. So ideally we put this here. I put this on the collet. It conducts electricity when it touches the block. It knows how big the block is and does the math for me. So jog the machine over to the material. Confirm, I've done that. Position. Plug it in the carriage. I've done that. What I'm doing is listening to instructions here so you guys can see it. Say it's It's asking me to do a bunch of stuff, so I just click through the last one. So attach clip to collet, then touch the plate to the bit, and then place the touch plate on the material under the bit, and then I'll do auto probing. So let's go and see how this looks, huh? Alright, so clip attached. I'm going to touch it. There it is. It actually turned green. I'm going to now place the touchpad on the material under the bit. Touch plate is in place. I'm going to click it's in place, and it's going to start probing. So it's going to come down very slowly. Touch, come off. Now it knows exactly where it's all been. Now I need to just find that corner for the rest of the machine. So let me take off the rest of this. Alright. Now, remember how I said I need to bring it over to that corner? I'm going to bring it over to that corner, which I think is about right there. Alright. So I'm going to say that's it. Alright, so now the instructions, and let me show you real fast here, is asking me a bunch of questions about this. Almost there. So I have to attach the dust collector, verify the spindle's on, and then if the spindle's on. I set up an automatic spindle turn-on system. I featured it in a few of my other videos. It works very well. It's just a SSR, or solid state relay, and it works really well, guys. Alright, so let's attach the dust collector. And this is the dust collector. The bit is in the way. So I'm going to come up so I can get this engaged. There we go. So that's how we do that. I'm going to bring it back down. I want to make sure the collet's not going to touch the dust collector. It's not. Alright, we have that. So I'm going to hit on the screen that we have attached it. I'm going to turn on the spindle. That's what you hear there. And spindle's on. Start. I just realized I didn't record an ending to this video series, so I'm using my new GoPro and I'm doing that. I know the lighting sucks, but it is what it is. So the stars came out good. I used a utility knife to cut the rest out. That's in this picture here. They popped out nice. I then cleaned them up with the same utility knife, gave them a nice little sand down. And then in this next picture that you see here, I then coated the edges with just hobby glue and then poured on what's called German glass. Basically it's glass that's been broken up and then coated in some type of metallic. We have silver and gold, so this is gold. I then packaged these up and gave them to my neighbors as our Christmas gifts to our neighbors. So that's what this is. Alright, this video looks crap, but it is what it is. Thanks for watching. Handy Andy, over and out.